This is the only crochet stitch dictionary that you need. What's up guys, Amanda here, but you may know me on the internet as Mandobug, and in today's video I am sharing with you my all-time favorite crochet stitch dictionary book. This is the only stitch dictionary you need when it comes to crochet. I found this to be true because despite owning several crochet stitch dictionaries, this one is my favorite. This is the one I come back to every time. If you are going to buy only one, this is the one to get. I guarantee you. It does not look exciting, I'll give you that, but right in the title, the complete book of crochet stitch designs, 500 classic and original patterns. It's exactly that, 500 stitch patterns, classic and original. And that's what I love about this book, is it has everything that other stitch dictionaries have and so much more. Like, most stitch dictionaries don't have 500 patterns because this one came up with original patterns. And what I love about the original patterns is they're a combination of stitches, regular lace, you're looking at texture, you're looking at open work or lace work, and every stitch in this book, every stitch pattern is both charted and written. So let's take a quick peek inside so I can show you just why I love this book so much. So this is the complete book of crochet stitch designs, 500 classic and original patterns by Linda P. Schapper. I will have an affiliate link in the description box below for this book. So looking into it real quick, every stitch is done in white, or this off-colored white color. It also has your basic stitches described, how to do them, so that you can make all of the stitch patterns inside the book. It also has all the symbols for all of the charts so you don't get confused, and then it has this amazing pictorial index. So you can at a glance look at these stitch patterns and go, oh, I really like that one. That is stitch number 39 on page 59, and you can flip right to the design. And there are 500 designs. So there are so many stitch patterns to get inspired by. It's overwhelming, especially the first time you thumb through this book. But what I do like about this book is that it is organized by the types of stitches that are utilized. So if we back up here, that we've got single crochet, and then single crochet combined with chains, double crochet and chains, single double and chains, treble double single and chains, V-stitches, shells, shells and fillet, symmetrical shells, overall shells, shells and chains, shells staggered. It's broken down into like stitch patterns so that it is organized in a way that things are clustered and grouped. And I also find that layout to be inspiring in addition to the stitches themselves. I don't want to show you too much inside the book because I don't want to be giving away the contents of the book for free. So I'll stick to the basics like single crochet and show you. There's a large picture of the swatch. There is a chart, and there is the written description of how to do the stitch pattern. So that includes chain any multiple plus 1. So if it was a complicated stitch pattern, it would say chain any multiple of 4 plus 1 or plus however many you need, and you can see that in the chart. You can easily identify the repeats in the chart. Row 1, row 2, and your repeats. So as we go forward, something a little more complicated like a mesh, chain, there it is, chain multiples of 4 plus 2, and there's your chart, there's your written instructions, there's your swatch. I just think this is the ultimate book. As you look at some of these other designs, they get pretty complicated, but it's a great starting point, and you can make these original stitch patterns your original patterns by heavily modifying them as well. It's a great starting point for inspiration. There are patterns in here that you don't see in other stitch dictionaries, and then there are patterns that you do see. So really, this is the ultimate catch-all of all of them. I mean, it really is. All the way through the end, multi-stitches. And then at the back, there are the acknowledgments and the author biography of Linda Schapper's work. So when this book says it's the complete book of crochet stitch designs, it really is. If you are looking to just buy one, this is the one. Now, of course, if you do find things that are newer and unique and maybe more modern than this book, by all means go ahead. But if you're only looking for one, this is the only one you'll ever need. And I'm trying to look here since we're talking about modern. The first paperback edition came out in 2011, so it's not even that old. So that is my rundown of this book. This, I mean, 10 out of 10 Mandobugs. I recommend this book. I use this book all the time. Literally every time I sit down to design, I grab this book. Sometimes I only grab this book. So I'm not just up here yammering about it because I have the affiliate link in the description box, which I do. And if you decide to get this book, I do encourage you to use that link so I get a small kickback, which helps fund this channel and more videos like this one and the other ones that I do as well, which is all about inspiration and education for fiber artists. But when it comes to crochet, this is one of my most used resources when it comes to designing. And even if you're not designing and you're just modifying a pattern, you can find a stitch in here that you want to use. So absolutely, this is the way to go. And I hadn't originally intended on doing this until I started sharing it and realized, how have I never talked about how much I love this book before? So I bought this book, over 5 years ago, definitely, and I have used it for almost every single one of my designs. And every time it comes time to design something, I go back through and I just kind of see if I don't get inspired by a stitch. You'll see that I have several tabs of stitches that I've marked when I just went through the book for the first time thinking, oh, I love this stitch, this would be great for this, I want to modify this. And before I let you go, please let me know in the comments down below if you think there is a better stitch dictionaries, because I would like to see it, I would like to know about it, and I'll get a copy and I'll review it here on my channel. So if you know of any stitch dictionary that you think might be better, let me know in the description box below and we'll make that happen. Until next time, guys, happy crafting! Bye!